souls. I am Valeria Maritza at Healing Through You. I am an infinite being of light, and so are you. Whoa, 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 whoa. The energies are extremely potent lately, and the message that's coming through for you today is so important about shining your true light inside. And it's not just talking about lighting up the light and spreading the love to the world and helping everyone else raise their frequencies, which you know you're also doing. But this is about showing the world who you truly are. I have been silent for so many years in my truth, in what I know, in what I'm feeling, in all the message that I have been continuously receiving. Because every time I would receive something, I would know, I would speak my mouth, and boom, somebody would just like, no, that's not the way it is. And just completely like shut it down and not validate what I knew inside. And then I would just be quiet and I would be like, oh, really? Like, and I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't continue. I would feel inside that I was right. But the person was so strong in front of me telling me, like, no, right? I mean, you feel it in the voice, right? Like, boom. Who hasn't been there, right? Everyone's been there. And what they are showing us is that this is your time to shine. Our ancestors, where they were connected to the divine, when they were using herbs and teas and energies and seeing and hearing things and able to help people heal or live a better, more abundant and loving life because they're connected to nature, to everything, they were persecuted. They were labeled as perhaps witches or evil. They were shunned out of their families because of fear. They were burned at the stake. They were deemed crazy, put in an asylum, all kinds of things, right? All of these things happened to our ancestors. And they, in turn, put it within their DNA, subconsciously, obviously, that this is not a safe thing to do because if you do it, this might happen to you. You might die, right? And so we have been carrying our ancestors' wounds, our ancestors' baggage forever, right? From generation to generation. And this is why, and this is important, this is why when you're feeling inside there is something better, something bigger, something weird, right? That it does not go with what everybody else is doing, coming out of you, that you are so afraid of speaking out. And I am included in that, right? Because we have that fear of being seen, of being shamed, of being shunned out, of being blocked. And so, what the angels are saying today, very, very loudly, is you have the feeling and the wanting of shining your true self, your true light, whatever it is that you came here on this earth, in this incarnation to do now, because it is now safe for you to be that. It is now safe for you to speak out. It is now safe for you to be seen as the full, true self that you know you are inside. There is no more time of waiting. There's no more time of playing small. There's no more time of hiding. And it is your time to shine. You are being supported. The time is right. And now here is the second part of that. You are not for everyone. While you are going through your transitions, you're going through your opening up, you're going through your awakening, you're going through your self-worth, your inner work, and all of those things, right? You're working on yourself to be seen, to be heard, to help others, right? While you're doing this, what's going to happen is that a lot of people in your circle, in your current circle, being family, friends, co-workers, whatever it is, right? It could be all of them. It could be some of them. It could be half and half. It doesn't matter. But a lot of them are not going to accept you. Why? Because they haven't been accepting you all of this time, right? And this is why you have been feeling so oppressed. And this is why you may be even anxious or depressed. And this is why you'll be having all of these issues of identity crisis, because You are feeling something inside, and yet society, your parents, the church, whatever it is telling you something else. They're telling you that you're wrong. They're telling you that your choices are choices and that it's not really who you are. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? And so those people in your circle may need to go. You may need to let them go. You may need to allow them to fall off your circle. And that is the first step in beginning to shine your light. Why is this so important? Because not everyone is at the same place that you are. When you get that incredible hit inside that this is my time, I can no longer live without being me, the true me, I need to show the world, to show my light into the world. I need to be who I am. I cannot, I'm just so miserable following these rules. I'm so miserable listening to all of these constrictions that I need to follow in order to be able to fit, right? When you get to that point, that means that you got to that point. It doesn't mean that everyone in your circle got to that point. And so, in order for you to shine, you may need to let them go. And you let them go with love and acceptance that they are not where you are at. When you start to shine your light and people start to look at you weird, down, or judge you in a negative way, all it means is that they have not gone to the point that you have. They have not progressed as a soul to the point that you have. They are not ready to hear it. They are not ready to see it. They're not ready to accept that there's something else out there besides what they have been taught all their lives. And you know what? That is okay. We are not here to change people. We are not here to make people believe and convince them to do and believe in the things that you do. No, that is not what we're here to do. We are here to shine our light and to be seen with the people around us that accept us, the ones who are ready to see us, the ones who are ready to embrace us. This is why community is so important. And as long as you're trying to hold on to everyone around you who has been denying you all of your life, guess what? You have no room for the community that gets to see you. You allow the people who do not see you, who are not ready, to fall off the grid for you. And then you make space within you, within your body, within your soul, to receive more from the universe. And as soon as you let them go, the universe will show you and bring to you and present to you various different doors and windows that are completely aligned with who you are, communities and people that love you for who you are, who accept you the way that you are, who see you for who you are without the judgment. And once you receive that part, you know what's going to happen? You are going to blossom. Blossom like the biggest flowers that you've ever seen. The ones that you go out and you're like, oh my gosh, how did this even happen? That is going to happen for you because that is what happens when you are seen, received, and confirmed. It is so important in this spiritual journey of healing, your own deep healing, to be seen, to have that support, to have someone see you, hear you, and say, of course that is. How does that feel, right? I mean, seriously, how does that feel? When I was going through my journey, I was so scared to let my husband know. And actually, anyone else. The only people that I was sharing my gifts with were the people in the community that I have found, a very small community. But yet, it was enough for me to feel validated, to be seen, and to allow myself to begin to blossom. And I'm telling you, I have done a lot of work in myself. A lot. I am still working on myself because different stuff comes up. It's an ongoing journey, right? There is not the destination. It is your journey from here to there. And so, as I have been working on myself and gaining strength and gaining confidence, what's happening is that I can no longer go back to that little mouse that was just quiet in the corner and playing small for the benefits of keeping everyone else safe and comfortable around me. Now I'm speaking out. And I'm speaking out so much and in every platform that I can get myself into. Why? Because now my soul is so ready to spread the messages that I have been carrying in my body, in my soul for all of my life and had been shut down. One of the beautiful things about being able to use the media to my benefit, where I just speak my mind and whomever um, tunes into my radio, my channel, my frequency gets to hear it and I get to reach them and I feel like I am making a difference with it. Oh my goodness, I can feel it. I can feel the energy reaching you. I can feel your energy receiving. And that is a beautiful thing. And this would have never happened if I had not begun to do the work within myself and trust, 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 and continue to work, work, work. And in this, I just have to tell you, the work that I started doing with myself got me almost nowhere when I was on my own. You can read many books, you can follow many things, you can do many 1 or 2 or 3 day workshops, you can do you can follow people online, you can do YouTube videos, you can do all of those things on your own. And you know what? Very few people blossom from that because there's no community and there's no one there holding you and watching you and validating you. And that, when you get validated, just as when you get shut down by your family, friends, church, or whatever it is, and they're telling you that it's untrue or that you can't or whatever, um, once you get that personal validity of, yes, I see you, yes, it's true, yes, you're going, that's exactly who you are, yes, that's fabulous, yes, you're an infinite being of light, yes, you're amazing, yes, people need to hear your story. When you have someone or someone's like in a group who are validating you and seeing you, that is when the big quantum jumps happen. I'm using quantum, the word quantum, because quantum, the quantum field, means that things happen in a non-linear way, in a way that we as humans cannot even think about, that can even happen. They're not even around, like I can't even think about how it happens. It just happens, right? It's kind of like thinking it takes this much time to travel from the Earth to the moon, yet if I get into a wormhole, I may be there in 3 seconds. What? Yes, that's the quantum field, right? Like the quantum field works in a way that you cannot even imagine, like you don't understand, and your human brain thinks it's impossible. Quantum field works completely a different way because it comes from the universe that has infinite possibilities that your human brain is not tuning into. So the message is, this is your time to shine who you are in strength. This is your time to be safe. So whatever it is that you're going through, that you want to share, that you want to shine, this is your time to do it. The universe has your back. That means the energies in the universe are ready to accept you. This is why so many people are awakening this past 2 years. There's been a huge awakening, a huge amount of self growth in people leaving their jobs, people doing their own things, people like leaving the linear ways of living, doing things that they never even thought they would be doing, such as me. I left my 15-year teaching career to fully dedicate myself to the healing business, which is what I'm doing, in helping people in a much deeper way. And then they want you to know that nothing's going to happen in terms of, no, you're not going to get killed, no, you're not going to be shunned. Okay, maybe you might be shunned from your family or your church if they're like really, really, really not awakening at this point, but they are assuring you that if that happens, once you let them go, other doors to other communities, to a soul family. Yes, soul family. That means the people on this earth who come from your same soul family, who are awakening with you, who can see you for who you are, who can accept you for who you are, who can confirm what you're going through. That soul family will come into your space, and then you're going to feel so much closer with them than you have ever felt with any of your past family, friends, or colleagues. I guarantee it. This has happened with me. It has happened with everyone that I have worked with personally in a group. I don't mean me helping them, but like me working on my own stuff with other people working in their own stuff at the same time. Um, and you're going to find your niche of people. And it is in that niche that you're going to be like, oh my God, this was here all along. And I just didn't see it. This was available to me all of these years. And I had been struggling and struggling. And I had been so depressed and so down and confused. And all of these things have been happening in my life. And it was here all along. All I had to do was change my frequency, like a radio, like an old radio. You change the frequency so that you are tuned in with other like mind beings, people who are going through the same stuff as you, people who are rising in this world as you are, people who are seeing the possibilities that are beyond what the rest of the world is seeing. And do not get me wrong, there are so many people in your shoes. So many. If you haven't met them, it's because you're holding on to the ones who are denying you. I'm going to repeat that. If you don't have enough support in your life right now, in your journey, in who you want to be, in how you want to shine, in the messages you have to teach, it's because you are still holding on to the people and the places that are still not ready to see you, support you, and embrace you. And so while you're holding on to that, that's the old, you don't have space to allow in the new. Very important. I am not saying shut down your family if they're against you and walk away. What I am saying is love them where they're at. They do not need to see your light. They do not need to hear about what you're doing. I know you want to share with them. You can love them where they are. You can honor where they are. You don't have to shove down their throats who you are if they're not ready to see it. They're there. But you shine. You get to shine and share who you truly are with your niche, with your new family, with your soul family, with the ones that are there to accept you. And you're going to see that you're going to feel so much more love and so much more well accepted and seen with this new group of people, of places, of community, that the old one is just not going to matter anymore in terms of you're not going to feel bad. You're going to be able to see them and love them where they are. See that, oh my goodness, look at them. This is where they are all along. And I have been trying for them to see me, but they're just not there. It's not their fault. It's okay. You can love them anyway. You don't have to shove it down their throats to see and understand things the way that you do, because you are awoken and because you have so much more wisdom from your soul and it's coming out for you. It's okay. It's like a child, right? I mean, this is a completely weird analogy, but like, let's say a 4-year-old child, and you love them so much, and you're trying to shove down their throat all of the knowledge that you know about calculus. What? Just because you know calculus and you understand it and you love it does not mean the child's going to understand it, right? You still love them where they are, but you don't try to teach them that because you know that they are not at that point. They cannot understand it. They don't even know how to make multiplications or divisions, right? You understand now? It's like that. Love them for who they are, see them for who they are, accept them, but at the same time, leave them right there and look and open yourself up to the possibilities of who and what else is out there that is ready to see you, receive you, love you, accept you, confirm you. That is the message from the angels today. It is so important. You are ready to shine your light. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Oh my gosh, they're saying this again. There is nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with them either. There's nothing wrong with anybody. We are just beings. We are just here. We are just living. We're just experiencing. There's no right or wrong. You're here in your path. You're ready. And what they want you to know, stop doubting yourself. Stop going into the lion's mouth for more beatings. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that's what they just said. Leave the lion to sleep and go on your own way and find your herd. Wow, it's full of metaphors here today, people. I love it. I love it. I love it how it's coming through. Please let me know how this landing for you. Please let me know if this is helping you, if you're seeing it, if you're not, whatever it is, whatever you have to say, let me know. I don't know how you let me know actually, but I'm just saying, let me know. I'm putting it out there to the universe to show and open the doors on how you guys can communicate with me, even though I have no idea how that works. Okay, and with that note, I love you so much, sending you so much love, so much courage, so much light, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.